Hey, welcome to today's video. So I bet you're thinking when you saw the title, really? It's July, Leslie. We're already planning for Christmas. But yes, we are, because if you want to have a beautiful, successful Christmas, you got to start planning now. My hope in this video is to help you plan the best holiday season ever. So I plan in this video to bring you tips and tricks, a timeline to help keep you on track. I even plan to have a downloadable PDF so that you can check off your list and make sure that you are getting everything done on time. So let's talk a little bit about the process that I go through when I am planning for Christmas. So it is July, and if you're wondering why am I thinking about it already, because I bet you if you go to Hobby Lobby and places like that, Christmas items are already being placed out onto the shelves. And here's the deal. A lot of people don't realize that the items that they bring out, that is what they have. So if you have the idea that you're gonna go, oh, I like that, I'll get that later, chances are if they don't have a large quantity of it, those items will be gone, because the most popular, the newest, the freshest things get taken the fastest. So my number one thing I want to tell you is if you see something that you like for the holiday and you have a plan for it, you need to snatch it up. So the very first thing that I do before I shop or anything else is I walk through my home and I get an idea of what I'm gonna decorate, where I'm gonna decorate, and how I wanna decorate. So I make myself a list of what areas that I want to decorate, and I like to start to think of like what kind of theme, what am I going for this year? So, and by thinking of the theme, I am gonna do my research. I get online, I look at Pinterest, I look at color schemes. Most of us use the majority of our Christmas items over and over, but every year I like to get some new things to like freshen it up and just add a little bit of extra something. It's really cool because Christmas is very nostalgic for the majority of us. And so we like to have like, oh, this ornament means so much to me and I really love this one. So we have our basics, our staples that we always use. But it's a lot of fun to have like new items, or maybe you want to do a new theme. So my idea with that is I like to look through Pinterest and different, Instagram and those kinds of things to see what is out there this year. And I keep my basics. And usually I'm not big on changing my color scheme, but I'm really thinking about doing that this year. Stay tuned and I'll let you know, and you'll definitely see in my Christmas home tour if I end up changing my color scheme in my living room area. Now, last year I did a deer theme in my dining room. I'm going to expand on that idea. I bought some really cool pieces last year and I want to keep some of the staple items, but I have ideas to expand on that this year, and that's how I'm going to change it up and always keep it just fresh and new. One of the things I suggest, and I'm going to take you in there with me, is to go visit your Christmas items. Go in there, remind yourself what you have. Did you buy anything on the after Christmas specials that you forgot about? Or, just sometimes like I'm already struggling with like, what did I do? And then I remembered, oh, I remember what I did to my mantle. Okay, I know this year I'm gonna do something completely different to my mantle, because last year I did the fresh garland. Looked gorgeous, nightmare cleaning it up, like, oh my goodness. But why don't we go into my attic and let's do a little walkthrough and see what I have, and then that can also give us a great idea of like what we want to get to make our list. So right here in all of these tubs, I have all my Christmas organized. I love doing the clear tubs because I can see through them and remind myself easily of what I have. Something that I know personally that I will put on my list that I don't have a lot of is I don't have a lot of just regular Christmas bulbs. And this year I'm wanting to incorporate a little bit more white. I know that's something in my mind that I want to incorporate more into my living room this year. So I have a lot of like traditional colors like green, red, golds, silvers, and I'm okay with that color, but just want to expand on it. I feel like this year I want my Christmas to be a little bit more sparkly, as silly as that may sound, but these are the ideas, and I'll show you some of the things I've been pinning on Pinterest. But I just really want to like make mine just a little more sparkly. I want to bring a little more elegance to my Christmas decor this year. So one thing I have decided is I'm not going to put any red in my kitchen. So my kitchen right now is mainly like blues, grays, and whites and greenery. And I want to carry that same theme through Christmas in just a really pretty, like, let me show you down here. So I love this kind of Christmas decor with just the greenery, and it's like flocked with the pine cones, and just this, it's got the sparkle to it. This is what I think I want to do more of in my kitchen, and just kind of throughout. I'm really liking the white. So going through your stuff and getting an idea of everything that you have can be a lot of fun, also to revisit it when it's actually not Christmas time. This will really help you be able to make a list and see if there's anything that you're wanting to get or anything you're wanting to change up. Something else to be thinking about, not only just like your Christmas tree and items sitting around, is don't forget about your artwork and what you plan to hang on your walls. What are you putting above your fireplace mantle if you have one? Are you adding any kind of artwork to your bathroom that's for Christmas? Those kinds of things need to be thought of well in advance. I go through and I think about, like, I see like what I have that is Christmassy and that kind of thing, and then even be thinking about your wreath that you plan to use, because you don't have to buy a new wreath every year. You can use the same one over and over and just buy new ribbon to incorporate that theme for this year of whatever color or style that you're going to use. So don't forget about your artwork and everything hanging on the walls. Don't forget about your garland that you're going to be placing around on different areas other than your tree, say your staircase. Those are all things that you need to be keeping in mind. What color scheme are those going to be? Are you just using the same one, or do you want to find cute little things to add to it to enhance it? Okay, so now that we just went on our little tour and kind of did a little walk down memory lane of what Christmas items we do have, then that is when I begin my online search, because a lot of times Christmas items are already available online sooner than they are in stores. So if I have something in mind that I really want, I start thinking about it and I get online and I start searching for it. And then as soon as the Christmas items are placed in the stores, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, those different areas, I head to those places and I start looking. Be aware that sometimes when they're out early, they're not going to be on sale. So I usually tend to like, so when's your Christmas items going on sale? But sometimes Hobby Lobby right off the bat, as early as they have it out, they'll start having those 40% off, because they have a lot of product that they want to move through. And so begin your online shopping this month or in store this month to really get every single thing that you're wanting. And don't forget that some of the items that you can use to refresh your tree and change the colors are some simple things, not only just ornaments, but how about like the garland, the picks that you put in, different ribbons, bows, anything like that can easily be changeable to give your tree a whole new look. Okay, so in the PDF down below is going to be a calendar for you, and this is going to be for those that like to decorate starting the day after Thanksgiving. This calendar is for those who like to appreciate each holiday, and so this one will help you beginning at Thanksgiving time. I suggest that you decorate in shifts, because if I try and do all my decorating in one day, I don't like it. It's just too much. So I suggest the day after Thanksgiving, you get your tree out, you get it fluffed and ready to go. So normally I'll do my tree in one day. So if I do it that way, I will set up my tree, trim it, get it all decorated, and that will be all good to go. That'll be like one area. Then I usually the next day will do my mantle and my staircase, because both of those take quite a bit of time. I'm sure you guys have all seen that I have like a really long mantle in my living room. It's not just some little dinky one. And so I will usually do those two areas at the same time. Then after that, I have a tendency to do my kitchen separately and my front porch separately. So right there, I have just said 1, 2, 3, 4 different days of decorating. And here and there, I'm always adding in little things as I'm going. So I'm allowing at least 4 to 5 days worth of time to get completely decorated. So in the meantime, I'm always thinking about my Christmas cards, entertaining for the holidays, and sending out of town Christmas gifts. So all these I am writing on a calendar to make sure that I am staying on time. We all know lately it seems like over the last year the mail service has been sketchy. And so try and get your out of town, or if you're mailing any gifts, honestly get those sent by December 1st, because you need a solid 3 weeks to make sure everything gets there in time for the holidays. I also suggest that for your Christmas cards also, that as soon as Thanksgiving arrives, those need to go out. I usually try and send those out that weekend and get those gone, because once Thanksgiving is over, we switch right to the holidays, and I like to get the Christmas cards out, get mailed gifts sent off, and all of this will be listed in the PDF down below. So something that I do way in advance is, in my family, we alternate on who's having Christmas at their house. And there can be years where I actually host several Christmas events where, you know, my whole family's coming, like my sisters and my nieces and nephews. And then some years it's just like my kids and that type of thing. So figuring out the entertainment thing is something that's super important. And so, as you guys all know, I absolutely love to do tablescapes. And so figuring out what my table setting is going to be is something that is a part of the walkthrough list that we went through. I have several dishes options, and deciding on how I want to set my table will be a part of that, to where I make a list. So when I'm out shopping, if there's anything I need to get and add to it, that'll be part of it. But one of the best things that I can give you advice on is, if you are hosting in your home, set your dinner table way in advance. And I'm talking 2-3 days in advance, because that takes the stress off of everything. I always will set up everything well in advance so I can have it all laid out, see what it's gonna look like, and, you know, still have time to add anything to it. But then the day of the gathering, I'm not worrying about that. I'm worrying about the food and that type of thing. And that is just a thing of the past and looks fantastic, and you don't even have to worry about it. Another thing that you need to make sure that you're doing well in advance before you're entertaining is obviously doing your grocery shopping, if you're planning to buy fresh flowers, and your food prep. Every single thing that you can do in advance and write it out and give yourself a list to check off to make sure that you have done will just make your holiday that much more successful. So after going through this entire list of everything that you can do to prep yourself in advance, I feel like this should give you a really good layout to have a really wonderful holiday season. My tip is definitely shop early, make your list, and stay organized. I would love to hear any of your guys' suggestions that you do for your own holiday season to make it super successful down in the comments below, and share with all of us all your tips, because I just love hearing other people's ideas. Stay tuned in the near future for all the upcoming holiday videos that I have planned for you guys. I'm super excited. I already have all my fall items, and I can't wait to show you what we're gonna do, especially this year on my front porch. That is one of my favorite things to do, is my fall front porch, because I'm a huge Halloween fan, like I already said. So I can't wait to bring that to you. If you guys like this kind of video, let me know. I would love to help you guys plan and keep organized in this kind of way. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.